Wow, I don't see any, Kelly.
Tom, what are you looking for?
Garlic mustard. It's an invasive species.
You need binoculars for that?
You do here because our master gardener team, Ethan Swanson,
Ethan, superhero guest
out.
master gardener, mustard, green mustard, wild mustard, garlic mustard, exploiter, exterminator. That's the word I want.
Yeah, and he's leading our plant biodiversity growth team. But we also have like Gail Kinsey, who is a master gardener, and she's part of the Neighborhood Association here in Kutzky Park. But anyway, the camera person right now is Kelly Ray Kirkpatrick, the vice chair of the Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener Volunteers.
That's probably why we're doing so well.
Yeah.
Got decent camera work today. Kidding.
Okay, and
you are Tom Bellinger, chair of the Olmsted County Master Gardener Volunteers.
Okay. With my new garbs. We got both our new garbs on.
Garbs.
So anyway, yeah, wonderful. But I think we did find some. We did find some garlic mustard. Are you ready to?
No, I don't know how to do that, Tom. Oh, here's the button. I see it now.
All right. Wonderful. All right.
That was a little cleaner than maybe the way it's normally done.
No, and you know, okay, wait a second.
What? We got it. It's good.
No, it's not. Good. No, it's not. See this? Okay, see, you're on the right side.
Oh, I like the glasses like that. That's kind of a fun way to wear them.
I know. Like, you mean down?
Off to the side.
I know.
Yeah,
I got to learn that. I got new glasses. Okay, look at everybody.
There they are.
We found them just along the wall on the other side of the bridge here, but nothing on this side. I mean, I even looked for first year garlic mustard. This is a biennial, herbaceous biennial.
What does biennial mean, Tom? Tell the folks.
2 years.
2 years what?
2 years of growth. I mean, the plant
2
life.
2 years for the plant to complete its life cycle. And what is the life cycle of a plant?
Well, it's from seed. It'll sprout out, and then the first year it'll create a nice root base. And
some foliage, basil leaves with the foliage.
It's got kind of a round or kidney shape. It stays low to the ground the first year. There's
a basil cluster of leaves at the base.
Yeah, and I even looked for some of those in here. Of course, it's hard to see them with the tall grass. And then the second year is when it's going to go to seed, so it does its big...
Sends up a flowery
stalk, big stalk. And what's I guess hard about this plant is it really shoots up 1 to 4 feet.
1 to 4 feet.
1 to 4 feet.
That's 3 feet.
That's in the ballpark there. These are all collectively in the ballpark. And what's interesting, you can tell you've got one because you want to make sure you get the taproot. It's yeah.
So you can see the seed pods forming on this plant. This is
right here. Right here.
Yeah, right here.
See those seed pods?
Alearia petiolata.
Yep.
Which way do you do this?
I know.
Oh, there you go, like that. Yeah, reverse.
Yep.
So the seed pods are forming the second year. So this plant is fulfilling its life cycle the second year. That's why it's called a biennial. And we've gotten them in time before these seeds are mature. These seeds aren't viable in here. So if we were to just drop it on the ground, we would be okay. It would just decompose and go back to the organic matter that it is.
It's not going to make it to seed.
It's not going to make it to seed. We've pulled them in time. But this is why it's so important to get this plant before it's completed its life cycle and all those seeds have shattered out of their pods and dispersed and just like taken over this beautiful Cascade Creek side where we are.
Yeah, and these pods, they'll eventually be black little seeds, about 100 per plant. And you'll notice
they look like the brassica family. They look like, all your brassica families, your broccolis, your Brussels sprouts, your kale, your bok choy.
But Kelly, they don't all see those go to seed.
Well, no, but maybe they plant their seeds in their garden because they want to grow food, Tom.
Hey,
here's Parks and Rec coming through.
Again,
we are just the
I think
timing is awesome.
They watch us on Facebook, I think. So
we like them.
So the leaves, the second year, when it goes forward, is more of a heart shape or triangle. And it alternating. See the alternating leaves on the pattern here.
And they're edible.
It does have you crunch the leaves, and you get that. It was brought over by the Europeans for cooking. It's not the best tasting garlic, but it was brought over for cooking.
That is bitter.
And
it's too mature.
And one of the problems with invasive species is the
They're
predator.
Invasive?
They come here, but then the predator doesn't come along.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the problem. So they're just going like, oh my God, we have no enemies here. This is great.
Yeah, we can just take right off and just do our thing.
Yep.
That mower, man.
Yep. Oh yeah, he's taking it slow.
So
So what's going to bother it would be either competing plants or more likely a herbivore. And there is a herbivore that they're testing right now. It's a European weasel.
The weevil?
Weevil.
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 European weevils.
And hey, that's a study being done by University of Minnesota Extension. No,
Yeah.
just University of Minnesota. I don't think it's
Yeah,
Extension.
University of Minnesota, because you're getting outside of the agriculture
Yeah,
area.
it's a huge grant they funded through USDA.
And it's ugly. Of course, that's a big picture.
It's
of
a
it.
weevil, typical
It's a
little
weevil.
weevil. They have a typical little shape. There's 5 of them that kind of try and eat those garlic mustards, and this one is the most successful.
Yep.
So they're doing a big study, grant study.
Yep. So you've got your a lot of European stuff was brought over. A lot for cooking. Dandelions were brought over. Actually, buckthorn was brought over because it was a nice looking bush. Creeping Charlie. So here's the thing. Those are our invasive species originally. They're all European stuff. And then now we see a lot more.
I think we should move, Tom.
I think we're getting invaded right now. Okay, wait. It's going to make a long cut here, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah, there
All
you go.
right.
It's a long cut down the side of the path.
All right. Okay, so right now we're getting a lot of, course, we were settled by Europeans primarily. Now we're getting a lot more Asian invasion.
Well,
yeah, like
white settlers came over.
White settlers, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so. But anyway, now we're getting more Asian because we're doing more commerce. We have a lot more trade with the Asia side, right? So a lot more of the more recent invasive species are coming from Asia because we've already been exposed to the European ones. Yeah.
Right.
So what else are we going to talk about, Kelly?
Well, we could talk about clean water because we've just had a lot of rain, and I'm looking at how deep and fast and how murky Cascade Creek is down here.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
everybody knows that if it isn't attached to the ground,
Yep.
it will flow into our water system.
There you go.
It'll flow into the water system with a rain event or a melting snow event, right? So we want to make sure we keep the ground clean, keep our yards clean, keep all that organic matter. If you've been mowing in the last week because the lawn has gotten long enough, please sweep your clippings off. We don't want anything going down the storm drain, just water. You can adopt a drain.
Yes, I was going to say that. I adopted a drain.
Yeah, you got
You
a
have a
cool name
couple.
for yours. I got 2.
Yeah. Adopt a drain because you get information, you post updates, and
It's fun.
and I
It's just a
watch
fun
it,
little thing, and you can give your drain a crazy little wacky name, which is sort of silly and fun.
Master Gardener intern John Mulsey did a little fun article about the names that were being
Yes,
posted. That was
yes,
kinda
yep,
neat.
he did.
So-
And so adoptadrainmn.org. Go on there, fun little video to watch. Adopt your drain. It's super easy. Get out there with your kids and keep our storm drains clean. It helps Public Works to keep our waterways clean, and then people have fish to fish and all kinds of good stuff.
So are you gonna walk with the phone?
There's another clean water thing we could talk about.
We can talk about it because I can see it from here. Wait,
Yeah.
let me see
So are
this.
we going to leave those plants there, and Mr. Mower Man will mow them up? What are you doing with your binoculars?
I'm trying to
again?
find it. Okay.
The rain garden's right over
Did we
here.
want to talk about this? By the way, I like removing this garlic mustard
Yeah,
with
hey,
these.
can you hold the phone now?
Now, can I
'Cause
hold the
my
phone?
arm is
Yes.
killing me
Okay.
after being so sick.
All right.
So these are like the ultimate power tool.
Now
here.
wait, Kelly, because I have to reverse now. Okay.
It's a simple button, Tom.
I know. Yeah, it was simple. Okay, and then there we go. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Tom. So I call this my power tool. It's one of my favorite garden tools. But you notice how different these 2 forks are. Tom's a lot taller than me, so his fork is naturally taller. Mine is shorter. I bought a shorter fork because I'm shorter. And the key is that your fork, see this? Look at
Yep.
this.
Look at that. Look at
It
that.
should be right about the height of your elbow when you bend your elbow.
Yep.
It's okay, Tom.
Yeah, it's
Don't
okay. I'm not
reverse
even
the
going to
film.
try to do that.
Camera.
Okay.
So here's the deal. If you buy a fork and it's too tall, you see this little rivet here? Cut this rivet off, cut your handle off, slide your handle down and put a screw in there, and you can make a tool that's more ergonomic to fit your body.
Yep.
So you're not going to be like struggling with a tool that's the wrong size for you.
Yep.
And so when you search out your power tool, you need to buy some new tools this summer for gardening. A fork is my #1 power tool. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And just make sure it's the right height. You should be able to lean on it and relax like this.
Yeah, and by the way, I think people might have heard this before, but I didn't have one until I met Kelly, and now it's my favorite tool. All right, we're gonna leave the garlic mustard there. It'll be okay.
Yep, it'll be okay.
If it was closer to seeding, then you don't want them bunched up because the moisture might keep
So
them.
it should go in your trash can. That's what Public Works is.
Yes, they got to be burned or it's got to be buried very deeply, whatever. So, all right, so we're getting close to a rain garden that was put in here.
Kutzky Park rain garden right here.
Yep.
And this is a part of the Realize Rain Gardens program.
Yep.
Rochester Public Works started Stormwater Division to keep our waterways clean. And this rain garden accepts water flow off of the parking lot. Okay,
Yep.
so all of the oils and phosphorus from brakes, all that, not asbestos anymore, I think it's Kevlar, but anything that's there, powdery residue, anything will flow off and flow into this rain garden, and then it infiltrates into the soil, and those plants help.
It's perfect
clean the
here.
water.
It's perfect here because there's a little parking lot here for the park visitors, and it all comes down here and it drains and comes right into this little area here. And this was a demonstration garden. We
Yep.
have one by Grand Park. There was a good number of them back in the day. The easiest thing to spot in here, there's probably some asters, but I see Golden Alexander popping up here right away. So,
So the Master Gardeners are partnering now with the Lawns to Legumes program across the state, Bowser's
Yep.
Lawns to Legumes program, to do coaching as well as working with grant recipients, the grantees, to help to educate on pollinator species and plants that could go in rain gardens.
Yep.
So that's a great partnership to help folks who have been awarded a grant for a rain garden or a pollinator
yep.
plant,
And I'm a coach for two
space
people.
pocket garden.
One's
Yep.
in Faribault, one's in Owatonna. So I got to
nice.
get that email out, reach out to them and see if
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
made a purchase yet, see if they've already started their garden. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm a Lawns to Legumes coach this year. We have...
And we're also now partnering with the city, Public Works.
Yep.
Master Gardeners are involved in this rain garden to help maintain it and bring it back to shape because it really doesn't have many plants in it. It's kind of been
No.
taken over by weeds, and it needs to be gone through and taken care of and reestablished.
It's like a lot of things. I mean, there's going to be some plants. I know, like Joe Pye weed just dominated some gardens. I mean,
Joe Pye.
Yeah, Joe Pye. I mean, so you can tell. You go to a garden, you can tell almost like how many years it's been uncared for because it's just someone take over. But yeah, there's a variety in here.
But this is a great program that was started, gosh, maybe 10 years, 10,
it says
15
on
years
here.
ago.
I think so, doesn't
I don't
it?
know if there's a year on here. But if
Okay.
you ever see one of these signs, just take a look at it, read it, and you can reach out. And great program that's helping out our waterways
Yep.
and our
And thinking
and our
about
animals, pollinator plants.
and thinking about great programs. Well, maybe not great, but have we done enough today?
Yeah, I don't think we've achieved greatness.
We have not
we're
achieved
not,
great.
we're not there.
We're not there yet. But anyway, so we were going to have fun with a lot of garlic mustard today. There's other things. There's obnoxious weeds too, by the way.
Obnoxious or just noxious?
Just noxious. I'm sorry.
So I was thinking maybe
They're
I could start
obnoxious
calling
because
you a weed.
they start talking to me. Those obnoxious weeds. Okay, noxious weeds because they may bother livestock, humans. They might bother some of our infrastructure, things like that, things that get in and kind of destroy things.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a list of that too, and that's usually done by the Department of Agriculture, I think, and they do that.
And DNR.
And DNR gets involved, so that
And
kind of
USDA.
gets outside of the extension side.
Yeah.
So with that, I think
Hey, can I just do a shameless plug for one more thing? Do you see that?
we
cool-
always
do you
do
see that-
shameless
Do you
plugs.
see that cool sculpture over there?
Oh yes, I was
Yeah.
going to say, is this an aquarium museum here? What?
No, this is a part of the Art for Trails
Art
program,
for
which is a
Trails.
wonderful program
Yep.
that puts art along our trailways in the
Yep.
city of Rochester. It's excellent, and they move the sculptures around, and sometimes the sculptures are purchased and are donated, and they will gain a permanent spot along our trail system. This cool fish used to be at Slatterly, and Slatterly's now
Oh,
changed
really?
it up to have a different sculpture. Really? Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
We've got lots of cool things
need
going
some-
on in this pretty cool
Yeah.
city.
Are you promoting the city? You should, but
No, I'm promoting University of Minnesota Extension Master Gardener volunteers right now.
because we are Olmsted County Extension Master Gardener volunteers. So
And with that,
with that, hey, ready? Rock your
your
day.
day.
Bye-bye.